Oh shit, what's that I just saw?
So
Mm-mm. I'll check that out later. What's good, Ghostin?
Ghosting, always.
Round for you ugly as hell. Yeah, no. He said, oh shit. He said the bar can shut your bitch ass up. How you know Branford is DeMarcus? Oh shit. I just noticed something. Yo, you gotta come back to the stage. Give us a minute. Todd's about to come in here. Solo might come ass in here for a little while. We know because Branford and DeMarcus are never in here at the same time. The fact they keep pointing the finger at pedos while dating a sex offender is wild.
No, you got my call.
What call?
I called your phone, nigga.
How you join in talking shit? Why don't you come in and say something nice, then say the shit?
Well, I probably would have gave you that if you would have answered the fucking phone.
I was in the bathroom when you called. I'm
You
saying
ain't call me
that shit.
back. Yeah. You did not call me back.
Because I just said I'm just not saying it.
Whatever.
What's,
Whatever.
what's good, Solo?
Hey, Tosh, how you doing?
Yeah, it's another day we here.
I know, right? Another day at the plantation.
I hear that. We got to get y'all. We coming to get y'all off that plantation, Solo.
Mine.
We coming to get you off that plantation.
Please come get me off the plantation. Please come get me.
We on
I
the
ain't gonna be
way.
one of them Negroes that want to stay and be and talking about how good master treat me. Nah, I want out. I want out.
Yeah. All right. So now that we all here, got a couple of stuff to talk about.
Taj, you need to get on Jamie Head for Sunday.
What do you got going on Sunday?
What?
He ain't have a podcast.
Oh, he was telling me about it. He said, y'all. Damn, hold on, my bad, y'all. He told me I was chopping it up. What stood out?
He need to stop scheduling shit on our podcast thing.
First off, I told y'all about this shit way ahead of time, and then on top of that, I said that's like a once in a year type of thing. So you think I was about to cancel it? Hell no.
Yes,
Somebody
this
told
is
you.
more important.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we changing the world with this here.
All right. So next time, let me tell you this. Next time you getting ready to have like a major case or something that's about to pay you top dollars or something like that,
They
you
don't.
make sure you cancel that shit so that I can come over and we can have a talk about something or a date or some shit like that, and we're gonna see
Mm-mm.
exactly. So shut the fuck up.
No, the podcast scheduled on Sunday, so the work on Sunday is voluntary.
Yeah. Well,
So they ain't work.
Yeah, we
I
moving
know.
Fox
You would
in.
have been better out. You would have been better out the next time, saying the next time you out of town.
Anyway, he said talking about pay.
In the comment section lit up. Nephew
Damn,
Golden.
already?
Yo, hey, yeah. Well, Bradford already done. Ain't wasting no time.
Well, that's Jamie.
Yeah.
No, they just identified who it is earlier before you came in.
What up, nephew? I see you, Golden.
Exactly. Look, she
Yeah.
said, I'm mad about Sunday live. What happened? Ask Jamie.
Ask Jamie. I heard that.
That's
He,
crazy work.
I didn't know
yeah.
they could hear me. I thought we was in the bag. I didn't know they could hear me.
No, it started already. But anyways, while y'all getting on me, we finna get on Nicki and goddamn Jay
All
Z.
right. All right. All right.
So recently, well, actually, Nicki been going at Jay Z, just nobody really was paying attention, and it's been spiraling even worse as of recent. And as we know, even though he hasn't 100% been identified as, I guess, a person that 100% was doing um these egregious things to children and other people with Jeffrey Epstein, his name definitely came up and it's rumored that he's in it. And and after it's like once Nikki got that, she said, "Oh yeah, I'm really finna get your ass." It's like she been taking lessons from 50 Cent. It's like, oh yeah,
Mm.
it's time.
Same hood. Same hood.
Same
Southside
hood.
Jamaica, Queens.
Exactly. And she has been going at this nigga left and right. And what I wanted to also bring up is so many people has been wondering why Nikki has been hanging around Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I mean, I know, like I said last week, it started with her speaking out about Trump helping the Nigerians and Christian Nigerians up in Nigeria, and that's when, like, Black America first turned their back on him. But I'm starting to see now that it's much deeper than that. It's deeper than that because of how she's going at Jay Z, and she might be looking for a pardon because of her association with Jay Z. I'm starting to think that might be what it is. So she was like, "Look, Trump, we all from the same neighborhood. This nigga Jay Z has been doing folks wrong for the longest. Let's get this nigga." And 50 Cent, I believe, is in the shadows preparing to give out a knockout blow. So y'all need to be prepared for that. Remember, this ugly ass nigga said this. Because the 50 Cent already teased that he's thinking about making a documentary about Jay Z next. Oh shit.
It's getting messy.
Very. So the thing is, what I really want to touch on though is, do y'all think this is more so revenge, or she think, or you think it's her wanting to possibly protect future people from dealing with the same situation? Because she's almost like the next Jaguar right now.
Mm.
And you know she can't stand in there. Oh, your shit steady freezing going out. She can't hear you. She's shooting dice with Trump for her freedom. I'm the one from around the corner where they snaked Martin Luther King. Yeah.
Yeah, well, since we quoting rappers, I quote your favorite rapper, J Miles, Tupac, because you mentioned something about revenge. And y'all know that infamous line, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge. I did some research on that stuff, y'all. And revenge, when it comes to humans and probably animals too, mother, mother motherfuckers want to get their lick back, bro. Motherfuckers want to get their lick back. And this, what I'm learning and what I'm sharing with y'all is that urge to get your revenge is primal, primitive. That shit goes, it's ancient. It's an ancient instinct. I rest my case there. So yeah, that revenge is something serious.
So you think it's more revenge based?
Yeah, and I'm using empirical, and I'm using just research on how second nature revenge is. I'm just learning this, and I'm sharing it with you all. So yeah, revenge in most cases, with just dealing with our species, revenge plays a huge part. It takes a whatever kind of mind to really say, you know what, I'm gonna let the universe. I'm gonna let the universe deal with them.
That might went out again. So what you think it's more about? Is it revenge, or is she trying to prevent someone else from being a victim of it?
I think Nikki got an alternative motive, ulterior motive. I think she's trying to get something out of Trump. She's trying to, touch shoulders with people because I think someone in his administration, maybe even Trump administration, they can give her something that she wants, whether that's a green card, whether that's the rights to live here, whether that's, I don't think it's a
Wait, she
pardon.
need a green card?
I mean, she wasn't born here.
Yeah,
Right.
she's Trinidadian for sure.
Trinidad. Yeah.
But she haven't gotten her citizenship since then.
Through, I mean, maybe her husband a U.S. citizen, right?
Yeah, he is. I think
So
maybe.
so I mean, I think she's trying to get something. What it is, I don't know. Um, but I don't think she's trying to stop it from happening to other people. I mean, if she's rubbing shoulders with Trump and his administration, is Trump is right there in the Epstein files. If ain't nobody, if we don't know nobody in the Epstein files, Trump ass is in the Epstein files. So I don't think she's doing that to stop anybody from getting harmed. I think she's peddling with the pedophiles. But it's just my opinion. I think her beef with Jay-Z go back way back. I think because I think if what I heard about their beef is that Jay-Z wanted to sign her. Jay-Z wanted all her rights to all her records, all her publishing, all her writing credits when he signed her, and she said no. And so I think that ever since she said no, Jay Z has been sort of trying to put other artists against her, or trying to prop other, or trying to remove her as the queen of rap of our time, right? So I think that they've been going after her, him and Rock Nation. They all been going after Nicki Minaj. That's what she claims from her point of view, is that they've been coming after her. They've been doing shiesty stuff behind my back, trying to essentially bring me down because I wasn't signed with Jay-Z. And so now that Nicki has a chance to sort of, like Taj said, get her lick
Get
back,
her lick back. Go ahead.
now she like, oh yeah, so you guys loved, because Jay-Z has done some shady shit just like Puff Daddy. Like, I don't know if he was doing
Worse,
parties,
according to
but
Jaguar, worse.
Mm.
yeah, right. I don't know if he's doing parties, but him and P Diddy Puff and Jay-Z are the same people. They've done the same thing. And I think that she, she trying to get her leg back. She trying to say, all the people that said Jay-Z is the best, all of blah blah blah. So she's just trying to get, her leg back and saying that, he's been sort of terrorizing me ever since I
Mm.
decided not to not to sign his record. And arguably, this is the same argument that people make about Tory Lanez. People don't want to talk
Mm.
about that. Is that Jay-Z tried to sign Tory Lanez, and Tory Lanez was like, "Nah, because I'm not
Mm-hmm.
giving you my rights, my publishing to all my other records that I made prior to you." And you don't say no to people like that, especially when you're talking about people who are over Jay-Z, and what ethnic group is over Jay-Z when it comes to the music industry. You don't really say no to them and without it, you paying heavy consequences. So, I mean, I think that Nicki just getting her lick back from all the stuff that Jay-Z and his conspirators have been doing to her. But I think she wants something from Trump. Them. That's why she's cuddling with them. I don't think this has nothing to do with her giving a damn about black Christians dying, because Trump ass don't give a damn about black Christians dying.
Right.
They this in the same breath, one week they bombed Nigeria, killing all them people, even though the people that the communities that they bombed said that it was no beef of Christian and Muslim where they bombed. So this
Mm.
has nothing to do with them bombing Nigeria because they were killing Christians. They have been killing Christians and Muslims. They've been going back and forth for decades. So this has nothing to do with that. So I think that in the same breath, went and bombed Venezuela, went and bombed, trying to bomb Iran now, Yemen. I mean, they figure out a reason for why they bomb these other countries. So I think Nikki just trying to get something out of them, and she thinks publicly if she's willing to sacrifice all her fans, all her. I guess she thinks.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm. Speak on it.
and
Speak
her
on it.
fan base, it's kind of like a cult. They think
Damn, you
Nicki
said
is this queen that does
Oh
no
shit.
wrong, just like
so.
Beyonce. She does no wrong. She can get out there and do anything, and they're gonna defend her because this, protect black women, quote unquote. So they're gonna ride with her regardless. But I think the issue is that, not that I don't really think a lot of black women really support Nicki. I'm talking about more than 50%, because a lot of them, they have this Nicki Cardi beef that's going on where it's like some people like Cardi, some people like Nicki. I think they're both sort of probably disgusting humans from what I've seen and how they speak to each other. So um, for me, I think that Nicki just getting her lick back from Jay-Z from all the shit that she claims he's done to her since she said no, she won't sign him. He won't. She won't sign. The other allegation that Nicki was making was that they want to write all your songs so they can own publishing and all your writing credits, so you make essentially no money. But that's how they've been treating our artists. A lot of our artists, they don't write their songs. If they don't write their songs, they definitely not getting a lot of money off of what they're making. So she's just getting her lick back. I don't think she gives a damn about what Trump them got going on. So I don't know why she's rubbing shoulders with them.
Strong. Is she willing to sacrifice her whole fan base?
Well,
I'm gonna say this.
I think that she thinks that they're gonna ride with her to the end.
Well, look, she actually said this too. She said that she been doing it. When she first off, she said Jay Z owe her a considerable amount of money that he has yet to pay her. Sounds pretty typical when it comes to the music industry. A lot of people had that same issue with Diddy. Um, and she also said she asked many friends and other people and politicians and stuff um, from Democrats and shit, and nobody would help her. And I always said the reason why they ain't helping her is because they doing the same shit, so they ain't gonna help you. So now that Trump is in office, she made that same pass to him. She's like, okay, let's see what Trump will help me, and Trump jumped on it.
Mm.
So that's the difference. She like, okay. Trump's gonna help me with it. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say about you can call me a coon and all that bullshit y'all saying. I'm about to get my revenge on this nigga because he and I'm gonna take it a step further. Now this is alleged here. I don't know if this to be true, but we do know that Jay-Z has been said to be a sexual predator. So I believe he probably did something like that because I saw some files. It's crazy. Now, in these files, we can't 100% decipher exactly who they're talking about because in the files, they blanked out the name, but you can kind of put the pieces together if you look at what's being said. I'm going to share one of them right here on the screen for you.
All right. Shout out to the whole comment section. You know we love y'all. I'll go through the comments in a minute. Brand man, SG, what it do, SG? I appreciate the love, bro. Hope life's treating you well. What up, Hezzy? Yeah, Bradford doing the usual. Shout out to Bradford. SG say if you are new to the channel or just showed up, make sure you like the stream, share it, and subscribe to the channel. 100%. Appreciate that, bro. She's trying to get her freedom papers. That's from Grand Main, Good Taj, and Solo. SG gave you a shout out. So,
What's up?
yeah, nephew Ghostin. We need a 6-hour live this Sunday to make up. Uh-oh. Nephew said we need a 6-hour fire. All right.
Okay, so y'all see this right here. This is part of the files that was released. And this shit says blank new blank received a settlement related to her involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. Blank is a psychopath who manipulated blank with, among other things, promises of joining blank on a forthcoming documentary with 50 Cent. Also, I need to share the whole thing because I need to let y'all know that this shit was said in 2023. This was in these files, this was put in 2023. So this means before Diddy was even arrested and before, they had all those allegations on him and the other stuff that came out about Jay-Z. So that means that they have been watched and looked at for a while now. It's just now starting to surface. And for me to try to put some pieces together to try on what they're saying here, I believe I'm gonna try to put some of it together. Now to keep my black ass from being sued for the $2.50 that I have available. I'm gonna have to, say it in code and hope y'all get what I'm saying. Basically, I believe this is what they're saying. Keep in mind, it said blank new blank received a settlement related to her involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. So I believe 2/4 knew the Barbie received a settlement related to her involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm gonna say that again so that y'all can get what I'm saying. 2/4 knew that the Barbie received a settlement related to her involvement with Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm confused. Why would she get a settlement? Why would she get a settlement?
So I believe something dealing with Jay-Z and her is out there. I think it's something there that's gonna come out about them.
Oh, okay.
So that's another reason why she's attaching herself to Trump so he can pardon. And
If they
let's
give
see.
Trump, if they give Trump pardon power for these Epstein's files, he just gonna pardon all his friends and himself.
Like he did for the J6. The
He
J6.
got right in there. One of the first things he did was pardon all of them
Yeah.
for trying to take the government.
Yeah.
Knowing that if black people would have did that, we wouldn't have got sentenced. We would have got buried.
Yeah, bloodbath. Trump, like, these
He
niggas.
said because of that Aaliyah stuff, he was doing something with her when she was a teen.
They were
Yeah,
fighting over Aaliyah when she was a
they
teenager.
were. It's crazy.
I like what Dame said. Shout out to Harlem. Dame was like, hey, if he took his shot and the ball didn't go in, well, how come Dame can't take his shot?
Because you don't say no to people like Jay-Z.
Yeah. And speaking of that, that's a perfect example for me to bring up something else. So remember, I was saying I believe, because keep in mind, look at these files. It also says blank is a psychopath who manipulated blank with, among other things, promises of joining blank on a forthcoming documentary with 50 Cent. So it's saying, if I can decipher this, I believe it's saying the Big Lips Campbell nigga that's married to that woman that's from Houston that's talking about who ruled the world manipulated the Barbie with, amongst other things, promises of joining. Now that part right there a little tough. I don't really know who they talking about joining, but keep in mind they're saying joining 50 Cent for a documentary.
Give me another hint on who the party is, Jamie. You said, is it a political party?
What part? What are we talking about?
You said the party that they manipulated the party, or something else that I did?
Barbie.
Oh, got it. All right.
So I believe, like I said, it's something in the lines of that because Nicki has been talking about how this nigga owes her money.
Hey, Jamie, we had a private convo about this yesterday in the comment section, throwing them on a grill. I'm gonna keep the G with y'all until I can get my security and all that, because I am in the entertainment industry, so I do want to choose my thoughts and words carefully as I climb up. But the comment section is throwing that boy on the grill. Everything I said yesterday, they pretty much put in the comment section if y'all just browse through. So yeah. What up, DV? Good to see you, man. You know we appreciate you. But back to you, Jamie. Yeah, so they confirming what we talked about yesterday about. Yeah, so you already see it. So like I say, I take it serious. I know a statement could cause consequences, and I am in this business. I'm trying to do my independent thing. I'm not trying to go through the movie studio systems and all that. So that makes it even tougher. And all it takes is for a higher up, as scriptures say, principalities and I go to the bottom of memory failing me, but you know what I'm saying. So
I am too deep in it, but at the same time, I'm looking at it as I'm feeling like, for my people that's power fan, I'm feeling like Ghost right now. No one can stop me. I don't give a fuck what they talk about. I'm gonna do that shit, and y'all still ain't gonna. Still gonna.
You know what I like to say on my YouTube? I like to say, federal government, don't come for me because I'm supposed to have a First Amendment right. That's what y'all say according to the Constitution.
Yeah, you got that. But what that now, when wicked people in high places don't care about that First Amendment right. So when it comes to the guy on this podcast, I didn't talk plenty. I didn't expose it all about the government. And like you say, it's like, hey, we got our freedom of speech, and we using it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be honest. I'm more. I don't want to use the right word, but just for people, independent citizens. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? They got more conniving ways to impact somebody. But the comment section putting it all out there. If anybody just go through the comment section, they ain't playing no games. They letting you know who been doing what, how long they been doing it.
But you know what? You know what irritates me is that, say for example, we all friends. Well, not us, just a group. They all friends. Trump and his friends, they all friends. If you see that one of your friends is doing something that is quote unquote bad or don't have a good moral reputation, why do you sit back and don't say nothing? But then when he gets charged with it, now you want to come out and talk about how bad it was. Like, y'all knew Diddy was sending hits. Y'all know Diddy was trafficking. Y'all know Diddy was doing all of that, and it was fine. We went 20 years without knowing what the hell was going on with Diddy. But now all of a sudden, they didn't pull the switch. Now that he didn't step out of line, now we finna bring all this evidence against you because you doing something you ain't got no business doing according to us, right? So we gonna now charge you for all this shit that we watched you do. And now everybody that was around him, now they want to step up. Yes, it was happening. And
they
he
were
stepped
scared.
up.
So
They were
remember
scared. So why you not scared now?
because the person has been crippled. So we'll speak about Diddy because it's public information, the trial and all that stuff. Remember the part of the trial where they talking about they murked somebody, and this dude had a police department on speed dial to come clean it up. That's
yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, we shouldn't have the spirit of fear, but at the same time, let's be wise. Even Jesus knew to move. When Jesus knew they was after him, he left and went to Egypt. Was he scary or was he wise? So again, Solo, this dude, they murked somebody at the studio, called the police that was on their payroll, and came and rigged the whole murder scene up. So when you up against,
okay. Let's just say that. So, are you going back to his house to hang out with him the next day, or are you going back to the studio with him to hang out with him the next day?
Not me, but you got Stockholm Syndrome. Solo, I've been in this thing my whole life as far as just aspirations of entertainment. I'm a hip hop head, and I'm saying that to say these people are chasing their dreams, and they will compromise for certain things, thinking because the people are dangling the carrot in their face and they're going for it. You absolutely right. Like if you keep going back, you are a willing participant, if that's the right way to say it. But yeah, but they just, if they don't have nothing else, y'all have heard me say before, I had other avenues to travel. So I always knew this shit existed. I just didn't know who it was. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to meet the person who it was because once they would have crossed that line, yeah. You know what I mean? I got some people that love me too, and I feel like I've been disrespected. Then it's who get who first. You know what I'm saying? So why even go that path when you can say, you know what, I'm gonna do it the hard way. I'm gonna do my independent shit. And if anybody getting in my way when I'm minding my business, trying to do my own thing, then it is what it is. But when you go in that industry, you got some gatekeepers they ain't got no conscience, and that was exposed in the trial.
But the issue is that they're willing to compromise in some of the most egregious ways. It's some place in the industry where you be like, oh no, y'all done went too far. I can't do this with you guys anymore.
Right? Not if you don't have a spine, Solo. If people don't have a spine and their dream is to become
consequences to their actions.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is. But if they don't have, I just grew up around a different group of people. So it's just a line you don't cross with the type of people I grew up around. And other people probably don't have that, I'm gonna say, luxury. They don't have that connection. So a lot of people that was in the Diddy trial, that's what they was doing. They was compromising to with hopes that they would advance, and that shit never plays out that way. You dealing with Satan in person, and I'm talking about anybody that do that type of shit. I ain't just singling one person out. Anybody who channel that satanic energy and manipulate people like that, you know what I mean? It ain't no conscience. You disposable. You can be sacrificed. You can be a blood sacrifice. You know what I mean? They don't care about you. Just another. You just yeah. So I hope we're not getting off topic, but this is a serious. That's why I said it already. I won't say it again. But yeah, that the entertainment industry is wicked. It's ran by Satan. Lucifer,
Yeah, I heard
chief.
that it was ran
Yeah,
by
Lucifer
Satan.
was the chief.
Yeah,
He
it
was in
is.
heaven before he got cast out, not to take you out of church. So when he got cast out, now you're dealing with the satanic energy of Lucifer, who still wants control over the music and movie industry. And it just take righteous soldiers like us to not want it to happen overnight, take our time, work our way up, and stand strong.
Really quick, Solo, you got a super chat question.
What? Solo, if you were given black roses on Valentine's Day, would you consider this romantic? I would love to hear your opinion on that. That's how I know that's Jamie. Not
This
playing.
is crazy.
D in the house. Shout out to D, DV,
I'm
This is
everybody.
just playing.
crazy
I'm
as
just
hell.
playing. I'm just
Don't
playing.
call me tall. I remember Don't
Um,
Call Me Tall. Nicki Minaj is gross. That's from Don't Call Me Tall. That's the liberal guy.
Hold
What
on,
up?
let her answer the question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, my bad.
I don't know anything. I don't know if there is like a spiritual realm about black roses. I don't know anything about that. So yes, I would take them and think that I would think that that was romantic, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a trick question. So I don't know. I don't know if black roses are not. I don't know if they have like a negative, reputation or something. So yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I would think that was cute. What's wrong with black roses, y'all? Because I
We
know
got
it's a kick.
we got to
It's a
find out the
trick question.
significance. I know yellow roses is a friendship. Last Valentine's Day, I gave somebody a yellow
Well,
rose.
okay, what are black roses? Let me Google it.
I hadn't looked that up yet, but yeah, of course, red is romantic. Yellow is like, hey, I ain't trying to, hit on you. I'm just saying you a cool friend. And
But I don't
let,
see. I don't know. So
let me
yes.
know if it's saying something like, you
DV
know,
on one.
I
What?
can't, I can't stand you, motherfucker, or
Uh
something like
oh.
that.
Oh shit.
And
So I
it's
can
a quick,
send it to
yeah.
her.
It stands for something because I remember when I read that list, every color had a meaning. I just didn't read the black one, and I probably did, just forgot. Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm scared to read that out loud, sir.
You done found something? Uh oh.
Hey,
What you
text it
found?
to
He
her.
says that they said the I'm gonna just read what
Grand
AI
Main.
saying.
Grand Main.
This
And
disclosure. This is AI. Black roses are not truly black, but they are deep red, purple, and burgundy. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. They symbolize misery, farewell, death, and other deep love, and are often used for solemn occasions, memorial services, and graphic theme events.
Well, yeah, I guess I won't be sending you any.
yeah. Let me
God
read.
damn, I don't want that to happen to you. No matter how much I can stand your ass.
Don't,
Anyways, though, I've been seeing "Don't Call Me Tall" up in here,
uh,
giving his little 2 cents up in here. I think you only attacking them because her Nikki because you're a liberal. Honestly, that's my opinion, and that's what people are doing right now. But how I see it is, I don't think who are we to choose how she wants to get her justice? Because, like she said, she asked other people for help, and they didn't do anything.
Help her with what?
what one of the biggest power brokers in hip hop. Yo, listen, that alliance
With
in
her
Queen,
issue with Jay Z,
that's
yeah.
that's a powerful alliance. Fifth, Nicki, Trump is from Queens too. And for them, hey, this gonna be must see TV right here. I ain't saying it's entertainment, but yeah, Jay got his hands full of all three of them on his head. This gonna be interesting to see how this play out. And Nick just put out a post out yesterday. I'm gonna just read the last line that pretty much said the jig is up, and that's a play on words. She a rapper, so she said the jig. If y'all know one of his rap monikers, Jigga is one of his rap monikers. So I'm just repeating what's hood news in the world right now. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this play out because you got
Yeah,
three.
I don't know if you know this, but the psychic named Sloan. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if
I
you
know a
watched
chick
her.
who keep up with Sloan. I know
Yeah,
she always
so
talk about Sloan.
Sloan predicted this what 2 years ago, 3 years
Yep,
ago when she
that
said the
chick told me that.
2026 would be the fall of Jay-Z.
Oh, damn! I
She
didn't know.
said, and she said
Jaguar
last year when
talked
that
about
shit,
that.
and when that she said last year when that shit happened to P Diddy, she predicted that too. And we
Hold
said
on,
she
who
said
you talking about,
we're
Solo? I
watching.
missed that.
Her name Sloan. Jamie, the person we know together. I don't want to say her name, but she used to always talk about Sloan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she used to always talk about Sloan.
Okay, but yeah, I know Nikki said. I mean, not Nikki. Jaguar Wright said all this shit too.
Sloan is like the white Jaguar, right? Sloan.
Yeah, I
Nah,
heard that before.
Sloan is a isn't she a psychic?
Yeah, she is. I've never watched any of her content. I used to hear about her from this actress, this actress. I
Oh
was
yeah, no, she be predicting and she be saying that she be talking to some of our
mediums.
artists. Yeah,
Yeah,
talking to people.
yeah.
So she said, I mean, I don't necessarily believe in it, but I mean, we have to admit that the bitch be right.
Yeah, listen, a prophet solo. When you go to the scriptures, I know it sounds like I'm taking y'all to church on a Wednesday, but when you go to scriptures, what made the prophet real is when they made a prediction and then the shit came true. That's what solidified them as a prophet. So that don't if that happened in ancient times, that don't mean it's not relevant today. If you have a person who has a track record of making insight thoughts, predictions, and they come true in a matter of time, you got to give that person some sort of what's the word, y'all? Help me out with my vocabulary. You got to give them something. You got to give them some credit. There you go. Let's see what they're talking about. Don't call me tall. Last time I came in here, Solo was talking about how she didn't give a F about the Epstein files. Uh-oh. He asked, what changed, Solo? That's don't call me tall.
To me, I really don't remember that. I don't like when they try to use, maybe this is what I was saying. I don't like when they try to use the Epstein's file as a distraction for what is really going on in the world. So
Mm.
when we're about to bomb a country or we're about to invade a country,
My bad.
right? I don't like when they release Epstein files to distract the United States people, the citizens, that they're about to attack yet another country on our dime. Maybe that's what I was talking about. But I don't really care what happened in the Epstein file because we've known this about these people. These now
Yeah,
now
yeah.
we
Not
just
surprised at all. I've always
now that it's on black and white paper,
mm,
that doesn't really
yeah,
impress me.
yeah,
But we know that this
yeah.
is
This is
what
what
they
they do.
do.
I've always heard about that. You're right. My bad, Solo.
No, so
But
that's
yeah,
I don't. I
I'm
mean,
more interested in who from our community is in those files. Who from the black community adopted that wicked ass lifestyle that, like Solo just said, we've
Well,
always
just
heard.
saw him, P
son,
Diddy ass.
we know Diddy, the Camel Man. Uh, who else? Diddy and the Camel Man for sure.
That's all you need. You can stop there. Those the top two hip hop power brokers. Y'all have heard. I will say this. I will stand on this. You know, yeah, man, that shit. All right, I'll pass the mic. Let's just see how this shit turn out, y'all. Because I don't want to keep name dropping, y'all, but it's gonna be
What's
interesting. I said it.
wrong? What's wrong
So
with doing it?
um, I think
Oh, okay. I
I
understand.
think Fifth is a solid dude. I'm sorry, y'all. I just he came up the way he came up, and I just think he more solid than the other two hip hop brokers we talking about. His story, where he come from. I mean, Southside Jamaica Queens is just is whatever word you want to use is Brooklyn, the Marcy Projects, and fuck it, y'all. If I had to vote to say who you want to be the top hip hop general, I'm picking Fifth. Fuck it. Over the two people we talking about. The
Who you
two,
talking about? 50 Cent?
yeah. I'm saying if because remember what he said, whether he was dressing that up or not, when he was on CBS, Fifth is so damn thoughtful. This nigga did the interview on CBS because he knew Puff could see the shit in prison. You don't want to fuck with that nigga. I'm trying to leave him, but so I think and he said that in that interview that he didn't want the world thinking hip hop condoned the behavior the two most powerful hip hop power brokers was condoning. And I'm with him on that. Get that satanic shit out the way. Fuck it.
I agree with that, but why don't he call out these these other people who be doing it that don't look like us?
I guess it's like no, it's housekeeping. So low, it's like, hey,
Oh, okay, I get that.
and
I
he,
get
yeah,
that.
it's like
I get that.
that's foreign to us. Their community is foreign to us, to be honest with you. Like we both just agreed. So I've always heard about that sick shit, the baby sacrifices, them sucking. I don't even want to repeat the sick ass shit I've been hearing about them doing, but that's not our culture. So I'm like, hey, that's them. Let them do whatever the hell they want to do. When they can recruit people from our community into that lifestyle, we need to get them niggas the fuck up out of hip hop. I will say that. We need to get them up out of our culture that we love. I love hip hop. And from the moment I saw LL Cool J ass and Fresh Prince and all the, I know I'm dating myself, but I'm like, Ma, I know exactly what I want to do with my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to try to do that shit them niggas doing on that show. I love it, and I hate to see motherfuckers pervert our culture. One of the coolest cultures in the world. And motherfuckers making you compromise your integrity. And all you want to do is show your talent and God-given skill or God-given talent and skills, develop skills to show the world how good you are. And you got gatekeepers blocking that shit. So I'm not saying Fifth ain't a gatekeeper, but if we had to pick one, can I get an amen? Is anybody with me on this one? I'm by myself.
I mean,
agree.
the other two have been accused of.
If they tell me, Jamie,
the
you
worst
gotta
of the
go,
worst.
you want to make it in the industry, you gotta go to one of them. Damn right, I'm choosing 50 Cent.
Yeah, well said, Jamie. That you could have saved me a lot of breath if you would have said that song. If I got to go through one of those gates, I'd rather go through Fifth Gate. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
That nigga ain't never showed no homo vibes. I ain't nothing against the gay community. Choose who you want to go to bed with. I ain't tripping on that. That's you got to deal with that. But Fifth to me is just he remind me of some of the dudes I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? All of us got character flaws. All of us. Everybody in the comment section, y'all too. All of us got character flaws. But he remind me closer to the type of dudes I ran with. No games. If you cross him, it's on. It's up and on. And we witnessing that. And this shit is about to get good. You got and Nick is really from the same part of Queens 50 from 40 Project. I used to live in New York. I stayed in Harlem for 3 years. I felt the most comfortable in Harlem, but I would go to all the different boroughs. And yeah, they from that life. So we gonna see how this turn out.
Yeah, they did mention Pusha T as well for another person in the black community. Pusha T came up.
Oh, so he was a part of that shit too?
Apparently.
I think that's I didn't hear that he did anything, but I did know that he was named in it, which I think is we gotta make sure we're clear about that. I think that just to say somebody's named in it, we can't assume
Xavier
that
said he
they've
was
done
drugging
something.
minors.
Let's see what you said, Xavier. Pusha T was drugging. Damn, that's what it's some.
I ain't hear that, but I know he was named. I think Diddy was named, and Jay Z was named, and Pusha T. I think they were named together.
I'm not surprised at Jay-Z at all. Listen, his homeboys done pretty much told you, a glimpse of his character. Like he kind of want to be in that crowd, the white crowd. Speak. You got different types of black people. You got a black person that,
Who are you talking
about? Somebody that grew up with Jay-Z from Brooklyn. No, I don't want to keep. Okay. And they was giving us a glimpse into his character, and they were saying he's basically the type that he would rather be in the white circles than come back to his community and help socially mobilize us. It's two different types of black people, and it could be more, but let's just focus on these two. You got the people that make it and want the white acceptance, and you got the people that make it and want to come back to the community and lift that. That's why when we lost Nip, that hurt so bad. Nip chose to stay. Whether you like this music or not, that's ain't what this about. He chose to stay. He didn't want to be around them people. And if he was around them, who knows what he was doing, handling business or that? We don't know about that part. But he chose to stay, just like Jesus did. Jesus could have went and hung out with all the other higher up and ups. He said, "No, I'm going to the hood." He went and reached his people. So we gotta be mindful of those type of characters. Are you community minded or are you elite?
Right.
Let's see what the comments talking about.
Right.
Y'all got
Hold on, Taj. I wanted to ask you what you think about the fact that they said Elon was in there begging to come to one of the parties.
I could see that because
Hold on. You said what?
They
Elon
said
was begging.
Elon was in the emails. Now he was in the emails saying begging to come to one of the parties.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
You
but
want?
they make it
Well, I
he
also
making
seen something that said that they rated something of Elon. They
Yeah, that
said,
came out yesterday. I saw that headline yesterday. Real quick, what exposed? I pay attention to character at this part of my life. Look, y'all, I'm in my 40s. I'm just trying to. I'm in my OG years. I'm semi-retired. I'm just trying to chill and do what I love doing. So what exposed Elon when he fell out with Trump was like, bro, you got addicted to power. You know what I'm saying? You the richest motherfucker in the world. And when your Doge shit was done, you got a taste of that world power. And he aired out Trump dirty laundry. Now I'm just being a neutral observer right now. And I'm like, dude, you got in your feelings. Dude is
yeah.
Elon. You got in your feelings and aired this man dirty laundry out, talking about release the Epstein files. If he's in there or not, if Trump brought him in like that, and I kind of believe Trump, I'm gonna be honest with you, power is very difficult to give up. And we all should know that motherfuckers get in power and they abuse the power. So when he got that close to it, and then his contract, the Doge contract, was done, I'm saying all this to go back to what you said, Solo. I can see him wanting to get invited. That's the elite shit. Some people want to go back around their people. Some people want to explore all this shit that's new to them. Hey man, get me a fucking invite to the Epstein Island. You know what I'm saying? I could easily believe that. I wouldn't bet if we take this to Vegas. I wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah. I thought that was, but you know what I thought was crazy was that he on Twitter trying to make sure everyone knows that he's never been to an Epstein party. But then you see him in emails begging to go, but they not willing to
Yeah.
let him go.
So Solo, what you? I'm a psychology major now. Shout out to Southern University, HBCU. So what you think that is, Solo? That's him being because he was rejected and didn't get the invite. Oh, now I'ma just air it all out.
Yeah.
That's
But you
reverse.
know what?
That's yeah,
That is cold blooded. Now that you
yeah.
put it that way, cause when they were all mooching him and Trump, I say I can't wait till they fall out, cause they are definitely going to fall out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's
They're
how that went.
definitely
So it
gonna.
showed it that moment, and I could care. I didn't have a dog in the fight, but that moment showed that he is craving power, which proves, and we've heard this our whole lives. Money ain't enough. This nigga is the richest
No,
motherfucker on earth,
and he is not happy. You can
and is
tell by
not
him
happy.
being
Still
serious.
want that power. That
He is
says a
not
lot
happy.
about character, yo. It does. You the
Imagine
richest
having all
motherfucker
that
on earth, and
money
you
and
want,
you still
huh?
ain't happy.
Right.
Damn, man, I be sitting somewhere on a beach.
So I'm trying to Taj, are you a deist? I gotta look that up, DV. DV, I'm the same thing Jesus was, a Judah Hebrew Israelite. I'm from the nation of Israel, living in America. I believe that book is about us. So, DV, you ain't got to guess what I am. I'll tell you. I am a Judah Hebrew. What was Jesus? Jesus was a Jew. I'm a black Jew that believe Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior, not the Messiah. The Messiah hasn't arrived yet. Jesus did not check all of the prophecy boxes to be the Messiah. The Messiah is supposed to bring in world peace. Have we had world peace since Jesus was crucified? So Jesus is our Lord and Savior. He came and died for our sins. He didn't come as the Messiah. So that's and I'm open for all disagreements and anybody who we could sharpen our thoughts on that. But I'm gonna use the book, and that's what the book say. The Son of God and the Messiah are two different things. The Son of Man, and you know, well, the Son of Man is closer to the Messiah. So let me catch myself before I jump out the window on that. But back to y'all.
Yeah, let me address the other super chat too. He said society flipped the color black on us. Black actually symbolized life, unique and beautiful, not death. Solo, I'm glad you think outside the box.
Um,
I gotta look over the hell D is. You got it, Solo.
I
Basically, a free thinker. I would say you are.
Oh, a free thinker. Okay, yeah, I thought it was like a deity or something like that. Go ahead.
me too. I thought it was something religious.
You got it, Solo.
Ah, shit.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Huh?
Oh, they flipped the color black on us.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could see that. I mean they flipped everything to make themselves be,
Hmm. like the black cat situation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
you look into the origin story of that, the black cat was very ancient and special to black people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you pay attention in general, they flipped it and say black of anything is always negative. Like if you just to give you a few of them, you when you think of devil cake, what color is it? And then when they talk about angel food, what color is it?
They gave us a white man as the picture of Jesus, y'all. Come on, man.
Mm, right.
We
So
can't. And then flip it on us and say, well, it's not about color.
right. Then the craziest part is every movie, show, or whatever they have, if Jesus is in it, the motherfucker always white.
Always is
The
white.
color didn't matter so much. He should sometimes be black, sometimes be Asian, sometimes be Hispanic. Why the fuck is he always white with
Or
blonde?
he could just match the description in the Bible.
Right. I'm just saying it's never
He never
anything
black.
else but that because it does matter and they know it. But anyways, though, I'm a, oh yeah, before I get out this Nicki and Jay-Z's topic, also I want to include and mention that Rihanna unfollowed the camel after after all of these stuff too. And I always felt like he definitely did some shit to her too. Because we keep in mind, Rihanna was also underage when she
Yes.
first had dealings with the camel man.
But look, but but have you ever heard the story of how she signed her contract?
Yeah, that's I was kind of gonna touch on that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you already know he deviant.
Yeah, the mind is as hell. That mind allegedly told her there's only two ways out of this room. One, through that door with a signed contract, and the other going out that window. And basically, he was alluding to you have to do sexual favors or you going to exit too, allegedly.
That shit wow.
But anyways, let's go ahead and get to Trump and these Epstein files.
Let's go.
So Donald J. Trump, as we know, was absolutely mentioned during the Epstein files. Now, I'm hearing a bunch of mixed things when it comes to this. Some people say that, he was absolutely mentioned, but he wasn't incriminated on anything of like, bad behavior or whatnot. And then some are saying that he absolutely is. They're saying that he did this and that and that. So Solo, when we was having a conversation where actually me, you, and Taj yesterday, you was alluding to in the podcast that they said he had some a 13-year-old allegedly do a, a blow job, and that was mentioned in the files, or is this
That's what I heard.
That's in the files. Oh snap!
That's in the files. And I heard that he got one on pregnant.
Ooh, so he went in that. Ooh, he went in that swimming pool too. So he didn't. Damn. So he was getting fellatio. He was getting
Oh
some
well,
head.
that was all of them was getting in.
Yeah. You saying he got a 13-year-old pregnant?
I don't know how old she was.
Oh my
That's the
bad. I jumped the
blowjob.
gun. Okay, I jumped the gun.
okay?
So to me, it sounds like the girls are between like 13 and 14. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember seeing the 11-year-old. But no, they was crazy. Like, I don't know if you guys know who Alan Dershowitz. He's Epstein's attorney.
Mm.
They said that he was so comfortable with it that he used to sit there, him and Epstein used to have conversations, and a 13-year-old would be giving Epstein head. They sitting on the couch.
That's their culture, y'all. That's what they do.
Like, and he's supposed to be the attorney. But let me stop because they say he be suing people. I'm just,
So now
I guess
hold on.
what they
So
said.
you,
That's why you
we got
gotta
to
say
be
it
wise.
allegedly and stuff. But you gotta make
Allegedly.
sure you do it.
But you
Allegedly.
caught
That's what they
yourself.
saying in
We
the
got to be wise.
podcast.
Solo, you powerful. You a powerful speaker, and we got to be wise on how we move through the society. So I'm glad you know, yeah, we gotta. It don't take much for motherfuckers to try to shut some shit down. You know, yeah, a button push could do that. So
If they take me down, they better take that damn podcast who put that shit on their damn page
I heard
down.
that.
Because
I
that's what
heard.
they said. It was the girl from Young Turks. You watch that?
I
Anybody
like
watch
her.
that?
I
The
like
Young
her.
Turks, that white
Then
girl.
got blushing and shit.
And that
I like
what's her
that.
name?
What's her name?
Anna?
Anna. Anna, right?
Anna.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like.
that's her. That's who
Yeah,
said and she said it on Piers Morgan. Y'all better go get
she
y'all better
blowing
go
up
get
too.
her ass.
Yeah,
That's
she
who
tough.
said it.
And when I say she tough, I mean mentally. Like I watch her. No
Oh, she
shot.
be on their ass.
Yeah, no slight to Jink, but Jink, I'm letting you know now. I tune in for Anna. You know, you get the. She pretty powerful. She not just she easy to look at, and she know her shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's you gonna get the average dude like that, you know, all day. But yo, she take the looks out the conversation, and she still know her shit, just like you do, Solo, and many others. But no, I rock with Anna. I like Anna. Anna, I subscribe to Candace here and there. You know, on some of her points, Candace been banging on them. It's Anna Candace. There's another third lady, Sabby Sabs. I check out Sabby Sabs. You know about her?
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, Sabby, all right. But they
That's the
all
one I
tread.
think I got the other statement from that she had to give the little girl talking about she had to give Trump allegedly head every time she saw him.
That's easy to believe. Cause let's just go. Let's do some American history. Y'all in the mood for American history? And we not going that far back. We going back maybe less than 10 years. So when the what was that shit called? The Hollywood something. When they had the recording on Trump, Trump is showing you his sexuality. He like, man, just grab him by the pussy.
Yeah, yeah,
So he's
yeah.
showing you he's and all of us are sexual men. Some, if your sex drive kind of hijacks your mind, so I'm using all of the history points we have on him getting caught. No, Stormy Daniels, is that the right way? Yeah, Stormy
Yeah.
Daniels. So he has a track record of showing that he's, what's the word, y'all? Help me out. Sexy with high sex. Yeah. So I can see him doing that. And that's why I can see most of them doing it. I respect. This is gonna be the first time y'all hear me say this. I respect MAGA for pressing them. Nah, Trump released that shit. We want to know who the pedophiles is. We want to know who get paid.
But Trump didn't tell him it was him.
You say
Trump
Trump
didn't
can
tell
tell who?
Didn't tell MAGA it was him. He was the one in the Epstein files.
Of course, he
MAGA,
not
hey,
telling
MAGA
that.
stood on business with that one. I know we got some
He didn't.
liberals in the comment section, but MAGA like, nah, nigga, we done got you elected twice. Yeah, we want them. That's our trade off. You couldn't have done it without us. And the MAGA people, they made some fresh American history because Trump slapped around 16, 17 career Republicans on the world stage the first time he ran. And they like, we got our man. He came down that motherfucking escalator, and the rest is history. I'm not promoting this dude. I'm just sharing American history. So back to the sex stuff you were saying, I can see them. I can see all them doing that shit. Yo,
That's what I agree with. I think they're all in on this shit. Some
yeah.
are worse than others. And then they're pointing out each other, oh, this person did this and did that. But he did it like this. So this person is like, bro, they're all pointing the finger. And like I said, for us, the real Hebrews and stuff like that, that merge to the top like we've been promised.
Mm-hmm.
We instead of paying so much attention to who's right and who's wrong, trying and stuff like that, let them motherfuckers ban, let them motherfuckers destroy each other. I've been saying this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's exactly what's happening before our eyes. They're destroying each other.
Who y'all think gonna get the last laugh between his movement and himself? Remember
Oh,
when they kept pressing, and I want to hear your thoughts, Solo and Jamie. When they kept pressing him to release the files, what did he tell them? Hey man, if y'all gonna keep pressing that issue, I don't need y'all. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but he basically told his whole movement who got him elected that yeah, if y'all gonna keep pressing that Epstein shit, then the hell with y'all. I know you guys have served your purpose. I'm moving on. Is that not paraphrasing? Is that not what he told them?
yeah. But he didn't know that Israel. Let me stop.
Oh, hey, don't stop that. No, sir, fine. I got you.
No. We don't touch on that. Fuck it.
I'm gonna go out there
We
with
just
you.
don't look,
I think
Solo.
that's safe,
I
Solo.
forgot we not on the phone.
Solo.
Hold
I'm
on,
not
hold
trying
on,
to
hold
see
on,
you
hold
out.
on. What we gonna do is just like I did with the files I just read. Talk in code. We'll understand what each other's saying.
And I'm with you. We're not sending you out there on
The
your
people
own.
that's more intelligent,
You take
the
for
more
every step
intelligent
you
people,
take,
they
I'll take
understand.
two. Because what you said yesterday in our private convo, that was some heavy stuff, and you ain't got to go that heavy right now. But if every step you take, I'll take two. Because you said some solid shit yesterday.
Well, since I won't do it, I'll just have
I
to do it.
usually don't call them by name. I have a nickname for
Well,
I
you
have to do it. So
them.
apparently, people, um, it seems as if these people that's in the eastern hemisphere of the world that's been controlling America for a while,
Mm-hmm.
that's claiming to be people that they're not really.
Mm-hmm.
Now
They
your
have
ass gonna
been
get canceled.
pressing.
Mm-hmm.
They have been pressing Trump for a while, and they wanted him to basically um, commit.
A war crime.
Yeah, they wanted him to commit warfare on a certain area that's very close to that same area,
Mm-hmm.
and Trump refused to do so. Therefore, the retaliation was the release of those
Mm-hmm.
files.
Cold game, ain't it? Cold game. The comedian Samoa said it cold blooded. You got it, Solo.
Because if you've been paying attention to what's going on in the world, we know who really controls most of the things. Like they own 90% of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a knowledgeable person that's been paying attention to what's going on, you know exactly who we're talking about right now. And pretty much they're showing Trump, look, ain't nobody off limits.
Mm-hmm.
Even you, Atlanta. So you gonna play ball or we gonna keep doing shit to destroy your image as well. And my opinion on this matter is I think Trump's not gonna take that nicely. I think Trump is ugly enough to say, all right, fuck it. I'm about to go scroll earth on these motherfuckers and you about to see some shit really go down. Because Trump don't like being looked bad.
He
That's one
don't.
thing I do know about it. He don't like when somebody make him look bad.
Not right. Ooh wee.
This is about to be some fireworks going off
Yeah.
soon. And like I said earlier, we got to sit back and watch them
You did.
destroy each other,
So in other
so that
words, stay.
we can claim what's rightfully ours.
That's right. Well said. I don't think there's no missing pieces. Hey, Solo, you want to add something to that, or it's
The
you
thing
school
about
me
it
on?
is, what else would it be? Because the FBI had been ordered to release them files months ago, weeks ago.
Mm,
They had been violating the law. They have been refusing to release them all that time, and now all of a sudden, Trump won't bomb Iran. Now they come out. I mean, I'm not the only one thinking about that. Everybody, it's a little trend on social media that is going around that this is why these Trump, for these why these files. And I think a lot of MAGA understands that as well, is that this is why these files been released, because he won't do it. And I mean, the allegation is allegedly is that Epstein was working for somebody, and he was gathering intelligence and against our politicians and blackmailing them. I mean, that's just what
Mm, that's
people
the
are
word.
saying.
Mm, mm, you
Because
got it.
what they were doing with him was some sinister itch. So,
Mm,
I mean, I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'm not the only one that's saying that in the social media
right.
wrong. Everyone, because the secret is that nobody is reporting, and I think Anna indicated on that as well as you. So y'all need to go after them because they got the bigger platform, and this is what they're saying. They're saying
You got it, Solo. Keep going. We got you, Solo.
they are saying that um that what everybody is not reporting, of course, CNN and all these big ones, they not gonna report this, that Epstein was a spy and he was working for that Middle Eastern country that we can't talk about.
Right.
I believe
And
it.
that
Yeah.
he was working for them, gathering stuff that he can
Intel.
use against
Mm-hmm.
our politicians to get them to
Mm-hmm.
do what they want.
Mm-hmm. That's a cold game. Because
That's a
usually the
cold.
politicians answer. You finish, Solo?
You said what?
Now, I say usually politicians answer. This what really made me check out of politics because politicians. So what you're saying is they went beyond donors. Like, nah, nigga, we using blackmail. How about this? Let me show you this video. You see that? Yeah, that's you, right? Okay, so here's what we need you to do. Ooh, that's a
I
cold
think,
game. You
I
ain't got to
think
spend a
that
penny when you're doing it like that.
yeah, but
Ooh,
I
wait.
think, but they want. See, it's double edged sword. I think we can give you money. You can take it the easy way or the hard way. Do you want us to donate to you and you do what we say, or do you want us to blackmail you and you do what we say?
Right.
Which one do you want?
Ooh,
Because
wait, that's a cold.
they they gave Trump money, so they
Yeah,
knew
they
Trump
did.
was gonna
His
do
biggest
what
donor is from
Trump
that
wanted
Middle
to
East
do.
country you can't talk
Yes,
about. His biggest donor is
yes.
a lady from that Middle East country. You can't.
Yes, she gave him
Go
a
ahead.
$100 million, and when
Yeah,
he wanted to move the embassy, he wanted to take particular
he
land in
did that.
Gaza. He did
Mm-hmm.
exactly what
Yep.
it was that
Moved
she
it from
wanted,
Tel
and Trump
Aviv
said
to
it out
Jerusalem.
loud. And
Mm-hmm.
Trump said it out loud in a press conference. He was like, "Yeah, she gave me $100 million, and she wanted to move this, so I did it."
Wow, I didn't know he said that. But we
Yes, he
looking
says
today.
that. That's the
Yeah,
thing about Trump is that he just says what the secret is out loud.
yeah.
And I think that's what Mega likes about him, that he just
They do.
says
That's
what
exactly what you
says he just says it out loud. That
listen.
he
So listen,
yes. Like for
Solo.
example,
That's
this is the other example. So Mark Rubio, they sitting in a conference when they took Venezuela. They sitting in a conference with the oil companies, right? And they're talking about what they need to do in order to steal these people's oil. And so Mark Rubio gives Trump a note, right? And they were talking about the oil in Venezuela because apparently this was supposed to be for the United States citizens, but we were supposed to be getting it so we can sell it and we can benefit it. But he immediately giving them bitches to oil companies, which are private corporations. The United States citizens don't benefit from that. So he says Mark Rubio gives him a note and he was like, we got to talk back to Chevron. They want to speak to you. And we like, and then Trump get the note, reads it out loud, and said, Mark Rubio just gave me this note saying we need to speak with Chevron. So I guess we're going to be talking back to them. Mark Rubio looked so damn. He
Like
was like,
nigga.
like nigga.
"What? Did you just read that
Oh,
out loud?"
this
Hey,
nigga
Jamie, can I
really
say,
read
Jamie,
this shit out.
He read that shit out loud.
listen. Mark Rubio told Trump, nigga, you ugly as hell for that
You
shit.
Like
ugly.
he had to
This
be
is what
thinking
you
in his
just
head.
said.
Like this is real. What the fuck?
Hey, Mark
Trump
Rubio,
just
and
said
what
it.
what kind of look he had, Solo?
Like
Oh,
he was like, "Did you really just do that?" Obviously, like what? Like I don't know what the T is, but he looked like somebody had pulled his damn head from off his shoulders. Like, why would you say that? I don't know what the T
because
is, but
because
we knew we wasn't benefiting from
Rubio
him.
operating like a typical politician, and Trump is a gangster. Whether y'all like him or not, we gotta accept this. Now, who do I get this from? I'm definitely not name dropping one of the most notorious hitman in New York, but he called Trump the gangster. So if you got the most notorious hitman in New York from the families and shit saying no, even when we was coming up in New York, Trump moves like a gangster. So he's showing you that shit. Like nigga, I'm Trump. Like hey, Rubio, you under me, you my understudy. You a politician. I know you guys are bought and paid for. I'm about to read this motherfucking note right in front of you to show the
Right in
world.
front of the world.
that nigga Trump is crazy, man. That nigga is
And you know,
something.
the other thing is, I think that played a part in it is that Trump and Rubio don't like each other. They can't stand each other because, you know, during Trump's first run, Mark Rubio was running against him. So Trump don't like Mark Rubio, and I think
Trump,
Trump. I
remember
think
I
Mark.
told you, Trump remembers everything, bro.
Yeah, you said that,
He's
Jamie.
an extreme narcissist. This nigga don't forget. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember when you did that shit, last nigga. Watch this.
Right. Let's show the comments some love, y'all. We've been going for a minute. It's on you, Jamie. It's your call, but I think
you go ahead, read them. Go ahead.
All right, let me see. I got to do a few thumb scrolls because we've been kind of let me see. So that all right, it goes back to let me see. DV SG actually okay. DV talking about the brand for stuff, so I ain't about to read that. DV. All right, DV. Nicki Minaj is no different from Beyonce. That's DV. Darla, Nicki is just as bad. She knew all this allegedly, and now she has something to say when the tide turns against her. And Solo, you spoke to that already. Don't call me tall. I think this is Satan. I responded to that already. I think it is wealthy people losing their humanity. Don't call me tall if you don't know. Satan is a Hebrew word for adversary. So now let's rethink that. So don't call me tall. Your comment said, I don't think this is Satan. So you put Satan in quotations.
What
Do
is
you
it?
put etymology of Satan? Let's not get spooky with this. Satan is a Hebrew word for adversary. So anybody could apply that. Anybody you look at as your adversary, that's Satan. All right, moving on. Grandmain did the black roses mean death. Grandmain looked that up. SG hit that like button. We appreciate you, SG. I'm gonna read a few more when we get back. DV, cool Solo. The black mean powerful, unique, and life. That's going to the black roses Solo. Colors are culturally subjective. I agree with that. I can't pronounce that name. Also, brother, you are not ugly. That's we use it as a slang word, sister. You look like a brown skinned sister. I see you in there. That's I can't pronounce that name though, baby girl. Grandmain 21. I told y'all don't call me tall. Read three more. Don't call me tall, man. It's the ultimate evil. I kind of agree with you that you cooking. The devil isn't out here doing this stuff to children. It is social, but you describing the devil. Don't call me tall. You said, man, it's the ultimate evil, which means we're demons in person. What the hell you think humans and demons? Scientists, the word human is not even in the Bible. So that shows us that scientists, social scientists came up with the word humans. And it's no coincidence that humans and demons have two syllables. Humans are demons on earth to reverse the curse. We all cursed with sin, right? Adam and Eve kind of put us in that predicament. So you making my point, don't call me tall. Let's move on, Jamie. Let me see. Yeah, that's enough for right now. Yeah, we have to be taught how to be good. Don't call me tall. Everybody, as we born, you put two toddlers in the room. One toddler is crawling over to take the toy from the other toddler. And then what do parents do? We have to teach them, no, pop, you don't do that. We have to be taught how to be good. We're born evil, unfortunately. Carry on, y'all. Why you think it's so easy for YNs and YGs to get on demon time? It's right. It ain't nothing spooky. I don't even like spooky shit. I like to say shit that stack up with facts and you can use it in everyday life. So Satan is a Hebrew word for adversary. Moving on, y'all. Devil is live spelled backwards. There it is, a DV. Good one, DV. Damn, DV, that's the first one. DV say devil is lit. That what I just said, DV, reverse the curse. Thank you, brother. That's a great line to kind of stamp that. Devil is lived spelled backwards. Right. We're here to reverse the curse. We're all cursed by sin. Ain't nobody gonna make it out alive. What are you gonna do with your lifetime here? It's gonna determine your afterlife. Whether you believe it, it's all about belief. Belief is the key. If you don't believe, your ass might just go back to blackness. If you believe, expect to see something when your eyes close and you take your last breath. Go ahead, y'all.
I am interested in what Trump is going to do in retaliation.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I
Because
can't
it's kind
wait.
of like Jamie said, it is like a battle. It's what they call, like to say, white conservatives versus the Middle Eastern people in the world that we can't
You
talk
got a
about.
female gangster from Southside Queens, 40 Projects. You got a dude gangster from Southside Queens, and you got the president of the United States teamed up. I'm gonna leave it there.
I mean, what they gonna do? Because I mean, ultimately, if all his blackmail is out, right? We know all the nasty, everybody is done. We know everything and everybody what they've done with the Epstein stuff. Now you have no more power. What you gonna
Right.
do?
Right. Although those folks in the South, the rednecks, they don't really care for us. They do have. Damn, how do I say this?
Mhm.
They okay, they call the South the Bible Belt for a reason. And they're not just talking about black people. All of us got experiences in the South, right? So it's called the Bible Belt for a reason, which means those redneck white people in the South are the most religious, spiritual citizens in the United States, or they wouldn't call it the Bible Belt. So now that this stuff is out and they got what they asked for, it's going to be interesting to see how they react.
Well, I think they're gonna be just as evil and demonic as they've shown themselves to be.
But they've only been that way towards us because they thought we was just sub-Saharan, subhuman African solo. They didn't know, no, you're doing that to God's chosen nation due to our disobedience. This is the dilemma the rednecks have in the South. Like, damn, so you mean to tell me, I'm speaking like a redneck right now. We're Christians. And we've been treating God's people like this whole time, Billy. Yeah, Billy, I've been hanging God's people and all this shit. But you know, if they need an out, the out is God's people kind of brought that on themselves due to disobedience. Now, did they go too far? We all can answer that question individually. But it doesn't, Solo, my point is it doesn't take away from their region being called the Bible Belt. That's done for a reason. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is they are arguably, with the exception of us, Solo, they're arguably the most moral white people in the United States, with the exception of
Hold
how
on.
they treat
I missed
us,
something. Who you talking about?
the rednecks in the South.
Oh, okay.
That's why they call the whole South the Bible Belt. It's predominantly populated by people with Scottish and Irish heritage outside of our community, outside of the black community. The South is predominantly populated with people of Irish and Scottish heritage, just like Trump. Trump mom is Scottish. His dad is Scottish and migrated to Germany. He's one of those people that we're talking about. We could move on from this. I just wanted to say it's going to be interesting to see how they react now that, because both of them have served each other's purpose. The MAGA mob served their purpose for Trump, and Trump served his purpose for the MAGA mob. So now that all the info is out, and Jamie, like you say, it's not that we should even care to keep up with this shit, but it is interesting to kind of know what's going on in the world and what type of chess moves different people are making. That's it, y'all. Let's see. Just take
So,
what
what
I.
do you think? You think they're gonna accept us as God's chosen people?
That's their dilemma. I don't think so. To give you a straight answer, I think it's going to drive them into deeper depression. And the ones, look, yo, it's right there in the book. Revelations 2:9, Revelations 3:9. People who say they are Jews and are not, but are of. This is what Candace get credit for, bang, but
Mm-hmm.
Candace got protection. And you see how they coming at her. So she then went into the synagogue of Satan scripture already. People who say they are Jews but are not. Now let's go back to the Epstein files. Is that not the synagogue of Satan operating like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's move on.
But I
That's
think it goes. Candace go deeper than that, and she talks about the actual God that they're serving
oh,
and the sacrifices that they're making.
I'm listening.
Now, Can't remember the guy's name. She talked about she just talked about it last night on her podcast about the God that these people are serving, and they're making sacrifices, and that's why see that's because she's a conservative. So when they make laws against what the Bible says is law, she thinks that the reason why they're changing these laws and making all these things, all this stuff that's against the Bible, making it legal, is because they need other people to make what they call sacrifices to their gods, and they're making sacrifices to their gods
Mm-hmm.
because that's the God that they praise, just like the God of Israel is the God that we praise, right?
That's right.
So she's saying that these demonic characteristics or behavior that they have is because they don't worship the God of Israel, the God that she's talking about. They have a different God that they worship and they make sacrifices to. Like she says that one of the allegations that she makes is that when they get to age 36 in their culture, then they expose them to that all that behavior that they be doing, all
Mm-hmm.
that, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then she's saying that when they get to 36, they can now be introduced to it. And then their belief, based on what their God is, that you have to go to sort of the pits of hell, and like
Mm-hmm.
behave like a Satanist, behave. You have to do some of the most gross atrocities in order to reach to a higher level of forgiveness or spiritual power or something like that.
Solo,
So
just
that's
so
their
keep
belief.
it. Are we?
That's what she's claiming their belief is.
So she's saying that about the synagogue of Satan people.
Yes.
Mm.
Because she's
Yeah,
saying
because.
that they have a different God. Like, for example, like Sigmund Freud. You know him from, he's like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
modern day psychiatry.
Psychology. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, psychology in the United States. Like books, he write books, he's praised. But in
Mm.
his literature, he talks about raping
Mm.
children.
I've heard about that. It's Kansas, from Kansas. Keep going.
So,
Damn.
and this is the person, and of course, he's one of them. And this is just what's all in their history, is the people that they praise participating in this type of behavior. And that's because they do that because they are making certain sacrifices. This is what they believe in. Just like, we believe in going on church on Sunday. They think that this is something that they have to do. And so what they want is the entire world
That's
to
right.
be sort of doing
I'm
what it
familiar
is that
with
they're
that.
doing
Mm-hmm.
now, because it's normal. Because they want
Mm-hmm.
it to be considered normal, because
Right.
that's the God that they want to take over.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Well said.
That's insane. So I
It is.
don't know.
And it makes sense to me. Because they're definitely not serving the God of Israel.
No.
Right. I
No.
just, I honor the Sabbath every Saturday, and I open up the Torah, I read through it. I was just studying. You don't see the stuff you just described in there. So where are they getting it from? You know what
A
I'm saying?
different
So it's a good
God.
point. Yeah, Jamie. Everybody quiet. I'm gonna go to the comment section if we ain't got nothing to say. That damn DV said, "Devil is lived backwards." That shit just popped up in my thoughts out of nowhere. All right, let's see. No, that was deep, Solo. Thanks for sharing that. So we know where we are in this world now, and we have to move accordingly, y'all. Weekend box, Grand Man in town is DV to a boxing match. Grand Man 21, I'm over your head, especially with the way I think DV and Grand Man. Oh shit, this was banging in the comment section. All right, we trying to keep the vibrations up, y'all. Let me see. All right, you joke. But boom, they got a whole other segment. You got to be friendships on YouTube. You're okay. Damn, I'm trying to get past all these beefing. Damn, they talking about let's meet up. Nah, fam, y'all ain't got to go that far. People forget that the Virgin Mary was 13 also.
That
Damn,
was crazy.
DT think he is Joseph. Oh Lord. Hey, DV, I hear you, DV. People forget that the Virgin Mary was 13 also. All right, we expose you, Bradford. You boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to get to this stuff. Them boys in there all the world. Okay, here comes Darla. Yep, Chump. I like that, Darla. Don D said, yep. Chump said, if you have money, you can take whatever you want. Wow.
I
DT,
agree with that.
you agree? Yeah. DT, but look how it blackmailed him. How it came back. Like them people, he don't care, but like Jamie said, he don't like to look bad also. So this gonna be interesting.
I
And he,
want to know what he gonna do.
well, he don't really have to do much because it's his last term. He's a lame duck president at this point. You think he gonna start a war or something? Like he done made some moves that could do that, but I think
I
he
ain't
just.
gonna
Hmm?
I ain't gonna lie. My deepest fear is a Democrat getting in there.
Right? You said a
I ain't
Democrat doing
lie.
what?
I said my deepest fear is a Democrat getting in the White House because they gonna
No,
do
but they on their way
exactly
out. The Democratic Party is dead.
they
You
gonna
ready
do
to do the
exactly
closing?
what
Like,
they want.
yeah,
They
no,
gonna
that's
give.
not
I
gonna
mean,
happen. This might be the
our
best time. Uh-huh.
our we watched the Democrats commit a genocide and start a war with Russia.
Right.
That has not been talked
The
about no
only
more
hope.
since
I'm gonna say,
they've been
go
out.
ahead, Jay.
That's insane. Like the
The
Democrats,
only
the
the
people who supposed to be peaceful, supposed to be
Mhm.
providing all these liberties, literally to
But
war.
they're closer, they're more connected to that segment you just described, Solo, a few breaths ago. They're more aligned with those type of people than the conservatives are. And here's the
That's
only
true.
hope my insight is showing me right now. The only hope the Democratic Party has is for Jasmine Crockett to make a pivot, if she has it in her soul to do so, to make a pivot to some authentic realness. That's the only hope they got. And if y'all disagree, I would love to hear y'all thoughts. She's the current face of the party, and if they have any hope of bringing us back on the Democratic plantation, which I think is the odds are low because they've been exposed so bad with this immigration and reparation stuff. She would have to make and it would cost her all her donors, and she's not going to do that. So they're done. They're fried chicken. The Democratic Party is fried chicken. Jasmine Crockett is not going to make that bold pivot to say, nah. And look how they did her not too long ago. I think last year, when she thought she was going to get a position and she didn't get it. And then she kind of made the pivot back to her community. It's like, you know what, I'm going to just go back to Dallas and reconnect with my church folk and the community and do the grassroots thing. If she was to be serious about that, that's the only hope the Democratic Party have. Please, if y'all got another insight or vision, share it with us. But that's all I see.
What I would say is, as long as she a Democrat, it ain't gonna happen.
All right.
She gonna have to remove herself completely as um she's going to have to remove herself completely as a Democrat because as long as you are a part of the Democrat Party, you're a part of that team.
Mm-hmm.
So Jasmine ain't going to even make it to be a candidate if she don't plan on doing whatever the hell these people tell her
Right.
to do. So her pivoting, you don't pivot, you get voted out when you pivot out of the
Mm.
Democratic Party.
So they're
So
done.
she would have to create her own damn party where she's able to do whatever the hell she wants to do, then I may vote for her. But as long as she's a Democrat, it ain't gonna happen.
She could. That's Solo. This is why I love to hear you. I love the way you think. And
And
so there's already a third party. So what it sounds like you're describing is if Jasmine Crockett was to leave the Democratic plantation and go to the Justice for All Party with Cornel West, which is already established. They was on the ballots and everything last election. They didn't get on that many, but they made more progress than any other third party I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, a party that's for us, the Justice for All Party.
yeah,
So if she could do that, it would probably take some time for them to really stir up the momentum. But I kind of agree with you that if she stick with the Democrats, she's going to be beholden to her donors, and she's not going to make the pivot. And they're done. Listen,
absolutely.
if y'all in the mood for a real quick American history lesson again, the Republicans replaced the party called the Whig Party. So this shit is possible. This is not. You familiar with that, Solo?
Not the Whig Party.
So when this nation started, it was the two parties was Democrats and Whigs. WHIGS. That's why they call the Republicans the party of Lincoln, because when President Abraham Lincoln came around, it was a new movement of this party called Republicans. And they moved the Whigs out the way, and we have what we have today, a two-party system, Democrats and Republicans. But most people don't know that American history. The reason I'm sharing is that it's possible. So if the Democrat, another party can move them out the way.
Yeah.
And
I
I
see
would
what you're
I would
saying.
hope it's justice for all party. It got a nice ring to, the name got a nice ring. It's started by honorable, so to speak, American citizen, Cornel West, professor, and we know he's getting up there, but at least he started the party so we can keep it going. So back to your
Yeah.
point, it could be done.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I as long as you a Democrat, you doing what they say. It's no you gonna get up there and be able to change everything that
Right.
that they have put in place. Their presidency has already been established on what you're gonna do, what you're gonna run for.
Right.
You don't get in there and make changes to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I
It's
also
like,
think that
mhm.
Democrats, they have to watch out because I think black people are on to the fact that they're just giving us a black face, but it's somebody that's going to do exactly what they want. I don't think that we need to get caught up in just because they got a black person up there. Oh, you don't want to vote for the black person. You don't want
Yep.
to vote
Mm-hmm.
for the black people. No, I do want to vote for black people, but I also want to vote for black people who's going to make changes in our community, not a black face that's doing what what white people are telling them to do. That's not, or what the Middle Eastern country over there is doing what they tell them to do. That's
Uh-huh.
not going to help us.
Right.
We've seen that. We've seen it with a so-called president of the United States, and we've seen it with a so-called vice president of the United States.
Right.
No way in hell we again should be voting for a Democratic candidate just because they black.
It's yeah.
Black we've seen black candidates get in there and do absolutely nothing.
No.
Use us for the vote.
It's is well said, Solo. And it's like a party. So imagine a real club party. And I'm about to connect to what you just said, Solo. So it's like a real club party, right? We all been to a club. And it's a club that embrace black culture, the black community. So when you walk in the club, they playing our music. You see us. Damn, look at Solo over there in VIP. Look at her and Jamie over there popping one. Got the bottle with the sparkles and shit. But the club is owned. Now I'm saying the same thing you just said, Solo, but I'm using a club term so hopefully
Mhm.
everybody can get it. The club is owned by them, the people you was just talking about.
Mhm.
And it's an agenda for this club. Yeah, you niggas can hang out. Y'all can pop bottles, put the sparkles on them motherfuckers, do all that shit. But the agenda is set by the club owners.
Exactly.
All right, there we go. Enough said. Soon as y'all start doing shit that we don't approve as club owners. This the Democratic Party. Now it's just ironic that the term they use is party. So look at it like a real club party. Soon as y'all start doing shit that we don't approve of in this party, in this club.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Completely agree. I just don't think I just want us as black people to like just wake up out of like I understand we have gotten very comfortable with the lifestyle that they have provided us, especially my generation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like people have our generation or something. Well, I don't like to get into politics or I don't like to get into stuff like that. And I'm like, why not?
For
What else
real.
are you interested in? If you're
Right.
not interested in building our community, what are you interested in? I'm
Yeah.
interested in that.
Outside of family, it's the most important realm to dedicate our attention, because when it comes to religious spirituality, that's really for your afterlife. Whatever religion you subscribe to, that's for where your soul is going to go when you take your last breath. But how we live in this world, that's politics. And it should, outside of family, that should be, you know, what we focus. That's the shit that impacts us, that affects us. Look at what's going on with the ICE stuff and all that. So yeah, it's worthy of our attention.
Completely agree. I yeah, it's gonna be hard for a Democratic candidate to convince me to vote for them.
You heard what not to give don't call me tall too much credit, but you heard what he said last week, and he's a white liberal. He said the Democratic Party is. I remember this comment. It kind of stood out to me. He said the Democratic Party is dead. The Democrats are pivoting to liberalism, and liberals are pivoting to socialism. I damn near remember the comment verbatim, and I agree with that. That's what we're witnessing.
Yeah,
So,
completely
and
agree.
Solo, I'm gonna say this to the world now. You just as powerful as Candace and Anna and whoever, because it's really I'm struggling already to name people past them two. I know it's more. Savvy Savs is on the come up, but from what I've heard you say since we've been doing this stuff, you right up there with them intellectually, in my opinion. And it's just a matter of us, putting the work in to get that message out there more broad.
Yeah.
Candace, she got her hands full with that Israel stuff, and she's doing good. She has the backing of some people who's pretty much giving her the green light to go ham, hard as a mug. So
You know what it is to me? When she got fired from the Daily Wire, I feel like um that's when it clicked for her. And the fact that Ben Shapiro won't leave her alone, he's still talking shit about Candace to this day.
mm-hmm.
That made Candace realize that it's not just it's not people just making this decision. This is because our government is under control.
That's
Like
right.
like what Candace said. Candace said she believed in Israel. She believed that they had a right to do whatever the hell they wanted to do in the Middle East, and she was supporting them. But after she realized that we as Americans, we as Americans are supporting these wars because we think that these people are being harmed over there. But really, what you realize, what the government is not telling you, is that they're the ones doing all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what I think, and so I think that it took for her to experience that. But
Candace
damn,
doesn't want to run for anything political.
I don't, not, I mean, I don't know anything. See, I feel like when you're running a country like America, you do have to have a certain evil in you. I do think that. I don't think you can go into it thinking that, I'm never going to go to war. I'm never going to do anything but consider bad. Like I'll never be responsible for like death of these people. I think you have to have a certain level of evil, and I don't think Candace is willing to compromise that in order to be the president of the United States. I think that what people are not talking about is the fact that the United States is the superpower, and they want to maintain that. They don't want other countries to be doing better than them. They want to be the superpower in the world. And
Uh-huh.
so what you have to do as someone that's in that position is you have to make sure that other countries are not rising up and becoming better than you, or doing things that you can't then provide to your citizens, or you can't be trying to be independent. We need you guys to rely on us so that we can make money off y'all and continue to
Mm-hmm.
be number one, right? So you can't be doing better than us. Otherwise,
Right.
we're going to want to go to war with you so that we can mess up your projection to be doing better than us, right? And I don't think Candace is willing to do that. But you have to do that as the United States president. You have to be willing to interfere with other countries in order to maintain United States as the superpower, because you don't want that to be your legacy, is that the United States became number 2 or number 3 under your presidency. So you have to maintain that power. In if order for the United States to remain number 1, if I gotta go use a few bombs to take this country out, or I've got to go kidnap this president because I need this natural resource to benefit my companies and enrich my country, then I'm going to do that because I need the United States to remain number 1. So I don't think Candace is willing to do that. She is very religious. She don't believe in killing and murder and things like that, and that's required as a US president or if any. And then, then we don't control our government. So I don't think she's going to stand for that. I don't think she's going to last.
As a powerful black woman, do you remember that picture she put up right after the Daily Wire fired her, and she had on like it was an old school picture, but she had on like a Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
Mm-mm. I don't remember that. But they've been mad at her ever since she left because she don't, they, you can't go against them and work for them. They're going to fire you. So we know that, first of all, Jim Ben Shapiro is a Jewish person. And that coal company is owned by Jewish people. So you're not going to speak against my country, even though we're currently committing a genocide. You can't speak bad about my country and work for us.
Right,
So they're going to fire you.
right. Now, so in that picture, my interpretation of it, for lack of a better phrase, she was. I'm not gonna say crying out, but she was reaching out to us. Because when you look at the picture, she
You
looked
out of your
just
damn mind, Demarcus.
she looked just like one of us. And it's almost like, when the black community held on to our coldness towards her, then she made that pivot to the conservative white society and just triple double down with them. And she been going scorch earth ever since. But the reason I brought that picture up, because in that moment, some of us just don't have the insight. And I'm not saying my insight is right, but I saw a young black lady pretty much saying, "Hey, I'm out here on my own, y'all. I know I said some crazy things in the past." And when we didn't respond, because
You went out.
Yeah, it's stuff went out. I'm actually we're gonna go to the closing right now because we're getting
yeah,
close to that mark, and I got to start my next one in the
oh
next
yeah,
2
sorry.
hours.
Mhm.
But yeah, go ahead and continue though.
No, I was just saying,
Oh,
in that I believe that was a pivotal moment where she was hoping to get invited back to the cookout, but we held on to our coldness, and then she just went ham with the white conservative population, and that's what she is now. You know what I'm saying? So that,
You
yeah,
don't
that,
I
think she's
think
slowly getting back to coming back our direction though?
I caught the last part. What was the first part, Jamie?
Well, basically, she's not slowly coming back home to her.
She is, but our women are so cold. And I'm not trying to blame our women, but I
Now,
love
go
our
ahead and
women
say it
so
how it
much.
is. You saying it right.
They
Go ahead
so
and say it.
cold towards her that it made her say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go hard
Yeah.
white." That's what she did. I'm telling you that. I'm not
When
telling you, but
they
I
when
believe that's what
our
that
sisters
picture.
are mad at you, them motherfuckers are mad at you.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
I'm
think
not
a
going
part of
against that, huh?
I think a part of it is that they so loyal to the damn Democratic Party,
That's what
though.
it is. It ain't no part of it. That's what it is.
Yeah,
And it's
that's what
so
it is.
sad. It's so fucking sad.
They so wrapped up in the Democratic Party. They everything for the Democratic Party. They don't see nothing other than the Democrats, and they be playing in our face. But again, I don't think black people are just like me. They had never watched a video of Candace. All they see is headlines of what Candace is saying. It's a
Mm-hmm.
clip. It's never the whole thing. But I think if you actually watch Candace, the only thing you're probably gonna disagree with is this interracial marriage shit she got going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but Candace, I haven't disagreed with her. I mean, other thing like pro-choice, but I think most black women are pro-choice. It's just that we can't afford all these other babies that we keep having. That's just
Indeed,
me.
you are.
That's just me.
Uh,
I'm gonna say to the people that's saying that they couldn't afford it 30, 40, 50 years ago either, and they made it work. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Not if you single. Not if you're a single mom.
And
I
why
don't
are
think.
they single
I don't
moms?
think women. I don't think that. That's a great question to ask the daddy of that damn baby.
No, it goes deeper than
Yes.
that.
Okay. Like I was saying, that women, if you got 3 kids, single mom, you ain't. That's why a lot of black women have babies because they can't afford additional babies, and they also, um, they probably don't want to be single moms. But I think that women who are in marriages and in serious relationships, I think they're keeping their babies. It's single women that aren't keeping babies. Yeah, I think a lot of people go hard on Candace because she supports Trump. Um, but I think that what see to me, I can't get past Trump's racism.
Uh,
I could I could now I'm not saying
I
I'd
want to
rather
say
agree.
something funny that I saw. Go ahead, though, so I'm gonna let you finish. My bad.
I was saying that I think there's been times where I've agreed with Trump on certain issues, but I can't vote for him because he racist. But all of them racist. So
yeah, I've always said.
That's how I always saying it. That's how
they
I
all
always.
racist. Trump just
Mhm.
says it out loud, but they
And
all
I
think that
prefer that.
way.
I prefer it.
Same here, Jamie, but that don't mean I want to vote for somebody who's rocking with the people that hung our ancestors from trees. You know what I mean? So it's tough. It was tough for me to give. I agree with a lot of shit he say, but that don't mean you know.
I'm gonna go vote for his ass.
And he's clearly rocking.
Demarcus, come on, bro. What kind of question is that? It's easily Candace Owens. But what I was gonna say before we get up out here, it was something. It's I'm starting to see it in a few spots where so I'm starting to wonder is this becoming a trend? The first one I ever seen it was this dude. The shit was kind of funny, and he was going back and forth saying, I'm getting tired of our women acting like they can't tell if they man is. And I'm curious to hear everybody's opinion on this. If they man is gay or not. This is how it is. If the motherfucker voting for the Democrats, the motherfucker is gay. And I'm seeing a couple people starting to say this. And like I told them when I saw this, I wouldn't go too far to say don't I wouldn't go as far as to saying they're gay for voting for the Democrats. But I have always said that if you are a man and you're leaning towards Democrat, I do think that's a feminine thought process because it doesn't align with your lifestyle really. But yet you're still choosing.
Right. I agree.
So what is your opinion on that?
I agree with you, Jamie. I'll let Solo go because I agree with you. I
That's what
think
I
it
was
is
asking.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is a more feminine mindset, especially today, the Democratic Party.
Yeah, the Democrats now, bro, like everything they say, because think about it, with all of their belief system and all of their views and stuff like that. as a man, a heterosexual man, none of that shit you supposed to be agreeing with. So I don't know how the hell you can. And like I said, I wouldn't go as far as saying that you're, part of that community undercover, as they were saying. But what's your opinion though, Solo?
I don't like to say that certain behaviors by black men are gay. I like to know who they're
Well, it
fucking
wasn't
to
a
tell
black
me.
man thing. This was a man thing.
What? Oh well, I don't like to say that men have particular behaviors that would consider them to be gay. I like to know if they're having sex with men in order to determine or not whether they're gay.
True. That's why I say I couldn't go that far. But
Well said.
I do think this a the mindset is.
Again, I mean,
God damn, where the
I
phone?
could, if I think that if we start to go that far, then we can potentially go further to say other stuff that's gay. So I would prefer just to say none of the behaviors they do, unless it is gay, actually gay behaviors is gay. But I wouldn't like to say, he doing this, so he gay.
Mhm. What the Democrats did that messed up liberalism for me, because I've always understood liberalism to mean live and let live. But when they started sort of imposing other lifestyles, it was like, okay, y'all, yeah, if that's what this is, then let me check out. You know what I'm saying? Let me move on to something else. And that's what kind of messed up the liberal word for me. That they went to imposing whatever you want to call those different lifestyles on people. And I'm still the live and let live type of guy. Like, as long as your lifestyle ain't bothering me, do what you want to do. Sleep with who you want to sleep with. Do what you that's on you. You know what I'm saying? If it start disturbing my peace, we got to have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they did. They kind of ruined the liberal word for me.
Yeah, darling.
And
It's
I think
people
that it's
doing that.
all. I think that it's
It's people
all
doing that.
sort of.
You was gonna say something, Solo?
Um, I think that all that. It was a comment that I wanted. Would you prefer Vice President Harris or Candace Owens to be what president?
Vice president, I think he said. But like I told him, come on, Demarcus. It's a terrible question. It's easily Candace
That
Owens.
is a terrible question. That is terrible. I don't want to see Kamala Harris do.
I
I
don't
mean,
want to see
because
her
if you're
be the
gonna get up
principal.
there, if you get up there and you're gonna do the bidding of your donors, then no, I do not. Do y'all as citizens ever wonder why they can pay for these wars, they can pay for all these weapons and all that, but we can't get health insurance, we can't get food stamps for the poorest of the poorest? Like that's actually like I
Yeah, the replacement theory. They was trying. I'm gonna say the word trying. They was trying to replace us with the immigrants, and they got exposed. And now they got an answer for that. That's I believe that's where we are right now in society, in American society. The Democratic Party got exposed, and they're going to watch the party
what
die before they pivot to doing the right thing.
and you know what is so sad is that like as black people we're not even going to be able to ask them. But you know what Dr. Umar says? Dr. Umar said that. He said that because black people voted for Obama just because he was black and that Obama never had to promise us anything, that all the other people that came after him wasn't going to do anything for black people because originally black people were the what's the immigrants that you focused on? I mean, not the immigrants, but the minorities that you focused on. Like you had to do something for black people. That was these were the people that you focused on in order to get their votes. But because we voted Obama in for 8 years and he never did anything else for us, he never did anything for us. We never demanded anything because he was just black. That's all he had to be was black. That it was
Mm-hmm.
going to be very hard for us then to get a Democratic candidate to do anything for us.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is, Obama also um, let a lot of immigrants in. Now, he put a lot of them out too, but the immigrants became their primary focus, not black people. Kamala Harris, she didn't even say anything that she was going to do anything for black people. And then the little demand she came out with, we was like, what? What? It was nothing that was going to change anything. That's what I'm saying. We can't even rely on the Democrats to do nothing for us. That's why we need to stop looking forward to hearing from them and getting anything from them. We need our own party, or we need
We,
our
we
own
got
party.
we got the party solo. It's called Justice for All. It's an official party. I mean, we could start another one, but if someone has already done the work and he's an Asian black male, like he probably got what 30 something years left. I wish him a full life, but he's pretty. That's a great contribution he made to set up a party,
But how we
and
gonna get us to vote for them then?
we need. That's why I was saying if you can get like a what's her Jasmine Crockett and we know that's not realistic, but I'm just using it for conversation. If she was, because who is remember, politics is really about influence. That's what the whole campaign season is about. You going door to door, you passing out flyers, trying to influence somebody to vote for you. That's what politics is, almost synonymous with influence. So if you find an influential figure to run on the Justice for All ticket that rivals the Democrat Party, that becomes the modern version of what the Republicans did to the Whig Party. That would be the modern version of that. The Republicans moved the Whig Party. A lot of people don't know about this because they don't dive that deep in American history. I know it can get boring sometimes, but that's what happened. The party of Lincoln, Republicans moved the Whigs out the way. And the Justice for All party can do the same thing to the Democrats.
Because they are useless at this point.
At this, name somebody that's of any influence that we were sincerely listening to and say, okay, name one person. I
None
think
of
it's
them.
Jasmine, but Jasmine might not be real enough
Listen to her.
to make that pivot. What does the
She's not
scripture
gonna make
say?
that period if she's in the Democratic Party.
But what
She's
the
not gonna
scripture
make
say?
the.
All right, Solo. What the scripture say? You can't serve two masters. So this is her come to Jesus moment, if you will. Like, which one you gonna do? Like, you can't serve two masters. You can't serve money and Emmanuel. You can't serve money and the creator of life and God, just to use a simple term. So she's at that moment to where if you answer to your donors, you know which master you serving. And you're gonna go down with that Titanic. And I'm not trying to, pull on no heartstrings. I don't even know if she have any, but
Yeah, yeah, he done went out. Um, but yeah, we're gonna get our last little remarks in. But the stuff is definitely heated. I gotta get ready for this next show. Um, any last thoughts? Anybody want to add before we close?
see y'all Sunday. Black Chat Chronicles this Sunday.
Yeah, I know what you call says 6 hours. I don't know about no 6 hours, but
Yeah, Ghostin
I,
say we gotta
I'll
make
make sure we give y'all a good one
it.
to make up for to miss of last time. The other parties need to do something that is not coming strong enough, or we'll always have to have a two-party system. They need to find somebody with money and influence to get behind it. Well, that the problem is that same people that we've been talking about over the course of this live. owns 90% of the world, so they're going to be the ones controlling all of the donorship. So it's going to be very difficult for the independent parties to be able to raise a substantial amount of money to be able to compete.
Let me respond to DV real quick. DV, I actually went to the premiere a couple weeks ago for the relationship goals with Kelly Rowland. Had no idea she was a great actress like that. Kelly Rowland can act with the movie with Method Man. I think I was telling Jamie about that. So I have seen it. He said, will y'all check out relationship goals with Kelly Rowland and Method Man? I saw it. I saw the premiere. You know, LA get all the premieres. So I went to the premiere. I went to the screening, the movie premiere screening. And it was a good movie. She highly impressed me with her acting in that movie. She did great. She got my personal Oscar for that movie.
Hmm. They,
The other parties, you read that one already. People flip the word gay to mean same sex. However, the term gay mean happy. That's a fact. For VP, neither, definitely not Candace. Right. Yes. Not to give Jasmine too much attention, but she's the person that's in the most what's the word, y'all? She's in the best position. But like Solo said, I agree with Solo. She got every reason to go against the machine because they gave her a wake up call last year when they didn't appoint her to a certain committee she wanted to be on, and she kind of got reminded like, yeah, you just one of our Negro girls that we use to calm the black community down. So she got her reason to make a drastic change, but will she do it? And I can't think of nobody else, y'all. I'm being sincere. I'm being honest. Name one other Democrat politician that could hold our attention.
None of them, because they all work for their country. All their donors work for their donors. I mean, all their donors are from their particular country. They scout them out. It's unfortunate because they supposed to be in there working for us. And the crazy thing about it is that we vote them in. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. That's why I'm
We
moving.
got we got to go to a different club. Solo, I know Jamie ready to wrap this up, but remember that club analogy I named earlier. We just got to leave. Once we understand who runs the club, it's time to go. Hey man, I know we having a good time here, y'all, but did y'all know the motherfuckers who run this joint is how they look at us? Do y'all so once we realize that, or do y'all know how they're using us? Once we realize that, we leave the club and go to another a party. That's the most down the earth analogy I can give to the populace. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, look
oh,
at it this way. We've been going to this club, and the club owners really don't care for us no more than a KKK person does, but they can tolerate us more. That's the social skill of a white liberal. They can tolerate our presence longer than a white conservative. A white conservative don't even want to. It's insufferable to be around for them to be around us. They suffer that. There's I'll close out with this, Jamie. President Abraham Lincoln told a group of black pastors, I know this phone going to drop out before I finish the quote. He said, you guys suffer. Abraham Lincoln was talking to some black pastors after the Civil War. You guys suffer by our oppression. And then he said, we suffer from your presence. Process that. So President Abraham Lincoln is telling us a group of black people who wanted to integrate right after the Civil War, man, we don't even want to be around y'all. We suffer just being around you motherfuckers. This is a well quoted, I think it's 1860. It was before the war was even over. And he had a meeting. He spoke, it's documented, court reporters, all that shit, transcribing the information. And he straight up, and he said, for that reason, I think we should be separate. We should live separate.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a cold one. Everybody I share that with, Solo, they had the same reaction. Damn. And I'm gonna send that quote to Jamie, and I have Jamie send it to you. It's well documented.
That's
And
cold
he's pretty
blooded.
much speaking for white. That's like Trump saying it in modern times. Hey man, we don't even want to be around you niggas. We suffer just being around you motherfuckers. We
But
know we treat y'all
that's
like
they
shit, and that's
common
how
demeanor.
y'all suffer. Go ahead, Solo.
I was just gonna say, but that has been their common demeanor with us though. We be sitting
Absolutely.
there minding our damn business.
Mm-hmm. I never forgot that quote. I never forgot. I said, damn, that's a cold deal there. They're like, man, we suffer just being around you motherfuckers.
That's what y'all get for stealing.
Yeah, that part. But they
Y'all
never
wouldn't let
thought we was
folks
gonna
fuck.
evolve. That's how you
Yeah.
know we God's chosen. They always
That's what the
looked at us
you
as you
get.
niggas are just slaves. Like, no, we're Hebrew slaves. We're God's chosen people that was disobedient.
Not a morbid lemon videos. Look, morbid melon. I haven't watched that.
It's interesting. I didn't watch the Grammys. I never do. I don't give a fuck about the Grammys.
I do not watch the Grammys. I'm so sorry. I do not watch institutions who
Right.
systematically
It's
discriminate
it's,
against
it's
us.
bullshit. It's straight bullshit.
What's that, y'all?
The
The Grammys.
Grammys.
Oh, yeah. They need us, y'all. Without us, I know they got some of us, but they gotta tap into that influential, you know, source.
But
And we
yeah,
got
I just freaking got another. I just got an audition came in too. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and close this thing. I'm just saying.
all right. All right. It was another good one.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, Jamie.
Till next time.
Nice talking to you, Taj.
Always.
All
Always.
right,
All
see
right.
So
y'all next time.
all right. I didn't even